Here with Vernell Atamah, Coach Nimz, and Tiara Abron as the Demons pick up a 60-51 win today over East Texas A&M. Coach, a couple opening thoughts on the game. We'll get into some questions.
Really proud. Thought they played a phenomenal first half. A lot of poise, executed well, made some easy buckets down there around the rim, things that we kind of struggled with. I thought they showed a lot of resiliency and toughness in the third because we got pretty loose with the ball. But they cut it to within 7. But they stayed dialed in enough, and they were making plays on the other end. And so they didn't show any give up. When you have 19 turnovers, 7.5, but 19 turnovers, and I believe they only had 7 points off those turnovers, it shows a lot of get back and a lot of hustle and a lot of next play mentality. And that's going to put us in a position to inch closer and closer to those 40 minutes. But just an overall great game. A lot of standout players doing some standout things. A lot of kids coming off the bench, providing great minutes for us. But just a really good team win.
Yeah, I think we'll start there, and I'll ask T this first. That third quarter stretch where V got the foul, she had to sit out. You kind of had to take over a little bit. So, kind of give me your thoughts on that third quarter situation. How you guys sort of tried to stay together, battle through the fouls that they were calling against us, and all that sort of stuff to maintain and keep the composure to hold on to the win.
To be honest, I wasn't thinking. Like, when you think, you mess up. So I wasn't thinking. Like, every time we came in the hood, I was like, stay together. And that's what we did. So that's what it was.
I got to ask you, too, as a jump ahead here, those 2 pull-up shots. Everybody who's watched you play knows the mid-range is like your bread and butter. But those 2 shots there that late in the fourth quarter, about 3 minutes to go, kind of felt like a bit of a dagger. It wasn't quite, but it felt like it. Just talk me through that sequence there, like I said, back to back, right around the free throw line, and kind of doing what you're doing.
Nothing too crazy. I'll just take what she give me. Like, if you want to play it, we can play it, and we're gonna do it. So that's what we did.
Well said. Well said.
Coach, what did you think about those shots? Because, like I said, they felt like a bit of a dagger kind of shot.
I mean, I feel like she's missing out. She didn't give me any credit. Like,
oh yeah, coach help. We do a lot of drills. That's
no, I'm not talking about the drills. I said you're one of the best mid-range shooters we've had at NSU in the last 6 years. Stop getting into the paint and passing it.
She said that,
and then she went back to back, and they were pretty, and they deserve to be replayed. But yeah, like what she said, she's going to take what the defense gives her, and if they want to play it, we're going to play it. Yeah, she said it a lot cooler. But it was good. There's a confidence. She may say she's not thinking, but I think the biggest thing is she steps up every game. So yes, she did go out, but she steps up every game in different ways and in her defense. And she's always someone, and what I tell her right before we start is get us going. Like, her mid-range game always gets us going. And then if people don't respect her from the 3-point line, she's a phenomenal catch and shoot 3-point player. But it was challenging them and her about keeping us talking, keeping us together. That's something we had kind of lost, is our huddles every now and again. And I saw it, and she was pulling everybody together. And then it was a collective effort, but she may not have been thinking, but she's playing with confidence. And so that's just, she is taking what the defense gives her, and she did a phenomenal job tonight.
V, I'll jump to you. You can see at times the frustration for you around the basket. How did you sort of battle that, especially like you're playing with foul trouble a lot of the night too, and to still do V things? How did you kind of work through that and fight through that?
Honestly, my teammates made it a lot easier. T hitting shots, obviously, Naya stepping up, Claire hitting, CC doing her job. Like, everybody kind of helped in that area. So yes, I was mad at myself, maybe a little bit more than usual, but I just knew that my teammates had my back. So at the end of the day, I could always trust on them. So.
How good is this one to feel to come out, play like we did early, go through the little struggles there in the third quarter, and finish it off? Especially considering how I know everybody wanted sort of a redemption after what happened at their place.
Yeah, we did slow down, especially in the third quarter coming out of half. But I think the fact that we were able to get back up again speaks a lot. Again, like, we were hustling more than we usually do. And just for us to get back up after we were down in that third quarter speaks a lot about us and what we can do. Yeah.
Coach, got to ask you too, real quick. Carla she got a nose for the ball over the past few games. Another double-digit rebounding game with 12, and she's just sneaky, finding her way to the basketball.
That's the word.
Carla, is it? Nothing about Carla that's sneaky. It's more like bulldozer. She's outstanding. I think at one point, really early in the season, we were having one of the many meetings that we do as a team, And what she shared, and whether they remember it or not, what she shared is over the course of her time here, she's learned to really settle into a role, and it doesn't depreciate what she does. It's she owns it this year, and we don't win without her. And I know that a lot of people will look at the points. That's the first thing they look at. You don't win without a Carla, and you don't win with that sneaky bulldozer of a young lady. That's back-to-back games though with double-digit rebounding. Again, T's always tasked with a very hard defensive assignment, as is Carla. It's hard to pick. Obviously, it's hard to pick when you're asked to bring some kids up for media. But just a really good job. I think she also did a nice job of making sure we were trying to pull together. And V said, I think we worked harder than we normally do. I think we worked as hard as we normally do. I think we actually just had a couple games where we didn't play ourselves. But in fact, I think they do a really nice job 90% of the time. We have, yes, last time at Commerce, we were not pleased with our overall effort or lack thereof. But I would say collectively, this team works their tails off. And now it's just about getting closer and closer to 40 minutes.
VAT, thanks for so much.
Thank you.